This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBAwrestling. That is TBAwrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
And that we are.
I think we are.
And we still are. And that is the premise of today's episode. Things are positive.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We're going to make sure you know it. It is.
It's good.
There's no two ways about it.
It's fine, honestly.
We're absolutely fine, I promise, I swear.
The room's on fire, but we're fine.
It does feel like that. But the transfer window has come and gone. We're at an international break now, so a little interlull. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to go review who had the best window, talk some finances, things like that, but we're also going to get directly first into the Arsenal-Liverpool game that was, plus the Premier League weekend that was. Essentially, Tottenham lost again, City lost again, but unfortunately we lost again.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into that Arsenal and Liverpool game because I think there's a lot to unpack from it.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of agendas, there's a lot of narrative around that match
Yeah.
that I don't fully agree with.
There's always narrative.
There's parts that I do agree with. I think this one's actually more cut and dry than they're allowing it to be.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little VAR because already we've had letters sent out and mistakes. And ironically, we've been absolutely fine so far.
Untouched.
At this point last year, I was so deep into VAR. And I'm just glad we're not this year. But
I hope it doesn't back end with the VAR. I hope, like we said, like last season we were very unlucky.
with injuries, and then what's happened?
Yeah.
So sometimes...
Well, it was injuries and VAR last time, and it was bad decisions. So far it's just the injuries. And the injuries, I mean, Odegaard came on, he's fine, it seems.
we will talk about it because I don't fully understand if he was good enough to play for 20 minutes with a bad shoulder. What's the difference? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a shoulder. Anyway, we'll get into that in a moment. You can follow us at Gunners Are Us Pod over on TikTok. We're doing repping pack openings every day with our other company, which is Peppercorn Sports Cards. Please check that out. We're also on Whatnot. Check the link below this on iTunes and Spotify. And while you're there, give us a 5-star review. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just start unpacking that because I think if we try and be linear, because we have a real issue on this podcast.
Bouncing.
We bounce. And sometimes...
We get excited.
You bounce.
You bounce.
But I think it's got to be more... I think this one has to be linear. And I think the only reason I say that is because I think each thing is causation to the next. And I'll start with team news.
Yep.
I think we were here on the podcast last week saying basically, if we don't have Odegaard and Saka, is there a chance we play Eze in the number 10? Is it Waneri? I assumed it'll be Waneri.
Yeah.
And then on the left, I thought it would be Martinelli, Madueke, and Gyökeres. I was fairly confident on that.
Yeah.
The only other thing was I thought Waneri would definitely start because he was in replace for Odegaard, and the only other person we brought in since then was Eze.
Yeah.
So you thought, oh, do you know, if Eze's here,
there are options.
he could play number 10. But I thought, I know how cautious our manager is, and the word of the day is cautious.
Yeah.
He is. And I thought the most cautious thing he could do is play Moreno in there.
Moreno must play, it seems.
In a big game.
Yeah.
And I thought that's the only other thing I could see him doing. Martin on the left because he knows he's going to track. Madueke on the right because that's his only real proper senior option on the right. Gyökeres is our only senior option as up front.
Yeah.
So really the team picked itself.
Yeah.
You assumed Zubimendi and Rice would play. It was just that number 10. Was Odegaard fit enough or would Waneri get the nod? And then at an outside chance you thought, is he going to be so cautious he plays Moreno there? And we've seen... You know, we talk of Liverpool when they play workman midfields in the past.
Yeah.
They're not currently, they're putting Verts at number 10.
Yeah.
But, you know, I go back to it, Jordan Henson, Milner and Wijnaldum
That was
won them a Champions League.
Great stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's... And they're just, none of them are overly creative in any way.
No.
They are just going to... And even when McAllister, Szoboszlai and Gravenberch were playing midfield last year, under Klopp the last year.
Took over the mantle.
That was a workman midfield. I couldn't tell you which one of them is creative. I couldn't tell you which one of them is the 6.
No.
They just
rotate like a cog.
Like a cog.
A cog.
Yeah. We're not that team.
No.
We've never been that team to do that. And when Moreno comes in that role, and I think even we noticed it when a couple of times Havertz played instead of Odegaard, it felt very...
almost static.
Static, yeah. Very... I don't want to say labouring because I think that's unfortunate, but Zubimendi's not the quickest. He's not going to move around the quick. He's going to win duels. He's going to play good passes. And he's going to keep the ball moving.
There was no dynamic.
There was no dynamic. And even Rice was... he's been fairly non-existent in all 3 games.
Yeah. Leeds was a little bit better, but he hasn't been Rice.
But there is also a knock-on every single position. When Havertz plays, Rice is unbelievable in the left eight.
Yeah.
Of course, what's Havertz doing? Holding the ball up, it sticks to his chest, and then what happens is your 10 and your 8 go beyond with the wingers.
Plow on.
So what did we see last year? A lot of time, Rice going beyond the forward and into the box.
Yeah.
Now we're knocking the ball over the top for a running forward, so therefore Rice is essentially just backing him up.
Yeah.
And that forward's also first intention is to shoot.
Yeah.
So the style of play has completely changed with Gyökeres, and the knock-on effect has been, I think, Rice is one of them. I think in this current role, Rice would be better suited as a 6 with Gyökeres.
Yeah.
When Havertz plays, he's better at an 8, which makes you think that maybe what would happen is that when Gyökeres starts, you start with 2 almost 10s, more creative. Waneri and Odegaard, Havertz and Odegaard, Eze and Odegaard, Eze and Waneri, Eze and Havertz. You played that with Rice as the 6 or Zubamendi.
Yeah.
Whereas when you play Havertz up front, maybe then Rice goes back to that 8 and you play with 1 number 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Something like that. That in my head, that kind of makes sense. But basically in the week I thought, and I think we said it on the podcast, surely he wouldn't play Moreno in there. And then you think back and you go, God, he did rest Martinelli and Moreno fully for the Leeds game.
Yeah, he did.
And I felt there was nothing more confident in my head than he trusts 2 players to play in every big game, Havertz and Martinelli. He didn't have Havertz.
Yeah.
So I thought Martinelli's a guaranteed starter.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect that. I hate the balance of us when Moreno is the 10. I don't mind him being left 8.
Yeah.
We still miss something because he's not as good as Rice, obviously.
No.
There is a different level. But it's fine.
Yeah.
When he's in that main creative role, I worry. But what I'm going to say is there's something that I feel like no one's talking about. But how did you feel when you saw that lineup? Because I instantly thought, I get it, but God, they're there for the taking. We've seen how shaky they are.
Yeah.
Could we? And I didn't expect. I'm not one of these that's saying Eze should have been on the left when Waneri in the 10. I think that's reckless at Anfield to play.
It's scary.
And
Yeah.
Eze's done 1 training session.
Yeah.
You can't expect him to hold the middle at Anfield.
No.
I know he's a good enough player and he's done it for Palace, but it's a whole new style. It's a whole new press.
He's got to figure it out.
He has to set the press.
He's got a lot to figure out. Yeah. I mean,
he can trust Moreno to set the press.
Yeah, I mean, I understand going away to Liverpool, champions, you want to be solid, especially at the start, like you want to solidify the game and then maybe crack on later.
Yeah.
But like we've talked about, Liverpool are compromised, which is a funny thing to say because I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans are like, why are we compromised? We're a great team. We've talked about the midfield. We've talked about the ageing centre-back next to the centre-back doesn't want to be there, and then obviously the centre-back they didn't end up getting. Which we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So they are kind of compromised at the back. Like by missing that signing, which we'll discuss later, that's massive loss for them.
Yeah.
I think we should have just gone for it. Because, I mean, for the most part...
How did you feel in the moment, though? Because obviously in hindsight, it's easy to know now we lost 1-0 playing cautiously.
Yeah. I mean, in the moment, I mean, I'm a Moreno guy, so I'm okay with Moreno being in the side. But I didn't like him being in that position. I think in that game, I understand the theory behind it, but in that moment, I felt okay. We're playing it very safe.
There's tiny tweaks, genuinely, and I'm a Martinelli guy. I like Martinelli, and I understood why he had to play. But there was an element to me that was if Eze was off the left from the start.
Yeah,
I didn't mind Moreno being there.
Yeah,
because I knew there was enough creativity with Madueke and Eze.
Yeah.
Off the wings. That even if the midfielder's not making anything, they're certainly going to close things down and get the ball out to the wingers.
And Eze can centralise himself a little bit if need be.
Yeah.
So he can come in and create that creativity from the inside rather than staying well wide like a Martinelli would.
Yeah. And I think naturally all the fans we all went, we all understood it because it's Anfield. But we've watched their first 2 games, or including the Czech Community Shield 3 games. They've conceded 2 every game.
Yeah.
For 3 games running.
Yeah.
To start the league.
Should have gone for it.
They've also scored 9 goals in 3?
Yeah.
Before this?
Yeah.
We should have gone. It's so hard because there's so many other things at play. So, off the rip, 5 or 6 minutes in, Saliba goes down.
Yeah.
And it turns out he got injured in the warm up.
Okay.
Because as soon as it happened, they had Maresca ready.
Yeah, he was ready to go.
Mosquera, sorry, and you thought that was almost like they knew something was happening. And what it was he got injured in the warm-up. He rolled his ankle. He said he was going to attempt to play with some painkillers.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't.
And they definitely would have seen that he was uncomfortable for a minute, so they would have noticed.
Yeah, and I think there was a one challenge where he straightened his leg a little bit, and you could see he was like, "Nah, that's it." And he's pulled out of the French squad. So, at this point, 6 minutes in, we are at Anfield now, without our best centre back.
Yeah.
Without our captain and number 10, and our best player.
Yeah.
Potentially in our history since Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
You then got to kind of, I think, and I did it personally, and I must say, the feeling is different now. This time last year, we had a very similar situation. At this point last year, Odegaard was about to go out on international break and not come back for 3 months.
Yeah.
Moreno was already started his career out. We'd already lost Rice to a red card.
Yeah.
There was already, I think Trossard was about to go out with a red card. Calafiori was out injured. We were playing Lewis Skelly at left back because we had no one else to play.
Yeah.
And
we're kind of used to this as Arsenal
we're used to this
fans,
at this point. But I remember last year going, we have no chance. Going into this is the hardest game of the season at Anfield.
Yeah.
And we were missing already Saka and Odegaard. And we knew Ben White was out. We knew Norgard was out. I mean, we talk about our depth and how everyone's talking about how ridiculous our depth is and how over bloated our squad is, all these kind of things. We played Kudus on the bench.
Yeah.
Okay. An unknown youth player had to play on the bench.
Yeah, he was there.
Already.
Yeah.
This season.
He's ready to go.
So that depth, and we were talking about how do we fit them all in the starting 11? Let's just get one together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's
stretched.
Naturally, injuries, suspensions, tiredness happen, and that team will constantly rotate. But I must feel, I didn't actually have a dread feeling, even though we were missing our captain, our best player. And then after 6 minutes, we lost our best centre-back. And I didn't go, that's it then.
Yeah.
Mosquera came on and I went, well, Spanish media, Spanish people are led to believe, out of the under-21s, him and Dean Housen, he is the better of the two.
Yeah.
And we got a mad deal of 13 million.
And he seems very trustworthy already.
I was watching it with our dad, and he said, number 3, he didn't know his fully knew his name. He went, number 3, he fills me with, like...
confidence.
Yeah. He's relaxed. I don't feel panicked. I'll say this. He went up against a £90 million forward. He didn't have time to prepare.
Yeah.
He pretty much played 90 minutes.
I forgot he was even there. Like, he was just doing a job so well.
He was unbelievable. And again, it's tough to know because of how cautious the game was, generally engaging. Yeah. But he didn't look out of place. And this is why you buy players like that. And because if Kiwior had done that, even though Kiwior had repeatedly shown us he can hold that kind of game, you always went, oh...
Yeah.
For whatever reason, he fills you with something. And again, this could come back to bite us in a year's time again. I can't believe we trusted that guy for 3 months and he was awful. But what you do is playing someone like that in games like that builds value.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know what happens? Saliba, let's say he misses 6 weeks and Mosquera plays them. All of a sudden everyone goes, he's as much a Rolls Royce as Saliba, but 2 years younger.
Yeah.
Maybe we can sell Saliba for 100 million. I'm not saying we should. Absolutely not.
But rotation is going to happen.
Yeah, but also what happens there is you then go, in a year's time, you go, all right, Saliba we can get 120 million, and that sorts all PSI issues out for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Or is Mosquera now a £40 million player and we made 30 million on them?
True. There's options. So, investments.
Yeah, but he came in again. I didn't feel any ounce of doubt.
No.
I didn't like the starting lineup. It's simply for one player.
Yeah.
Because I think if he had started Odegaard and Saliba was fit, essentially the game was our strongest 11 minus Saka.
Yeah.
But Madueke proved in that one game why everyone was so stupid for going so ridiculous last season.
Yeah.
Sorry, when we signed him.
Yeah.
That he shouldn't be at the Arsenal. Sterling was a backup last year, or Waneri.
Yeah.
If Madueke's Saka's backup, I'm fine. That's a world-class backup.
He probably shouldn't be a backup, but I mean, that depth and rotation is what you need, especially when things like this happen.
He's our most dangerous player on the day.
Yeah, he's one of our favourite players already.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him at Chelsea.
Yeah.
And if you look at, I think it's shots per game plus chances created plus touches in the opponent's box and final third entries. If you mix all those stats together and you create basically the most attacking players in the Premier League last season, in the top 5 you have Salah, Saka, Eza, Madueke, Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
We have 3 of the 5 now.
Yeah.
A big part of the summer was to rejuvenate the attack to make sure that we don't get stifled.
Yeah.
And I think we've definitely done that. And I think These are the positive instantly. Mosquera was a huge positive.
Yeah.
If Sleeper's out, I feel comfortable with that guy.
Yeah, 100%.
If Saka's out for a bit longer, which he is, Madueke's a world-class backup.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's good.
Yeah.
Like, we're starting to think of him as our new left winger, but Eze's here now and we want him.
We've got options.
Yeah, there's options. Eze came on and looked electric.
Yeah.
There's some real positives from this game. Gabriel took the mantle of captain and really kind of, I guess, helped Mosquera through that.
Yeah.
Calafiori started the season unbelievable.
He's on fire.
Unbelievable.
He's got a bee in his bonnet.
Timber is unbelievable. So far, I think Zubamendi's struggling to get up to pace.
Yeah.
I think he's doing a good job of moving the ball on, but you can tell from La Liga, there's a little jump in pace, and he's quality enough that I think give it a few more weeks, he's going to get there.
He'll figure it
out. Rice has been very quiet.
Yeah.
And Gyökeres, as much as the heat they get him, if you don't feed that guy, he's not going to do the things you need him to do.
Feed the goat and he will score.
Exactly. Sean Gota, shout out. But so that's where I was at. And I think we can all agree at half-time we all went, we're comfortably the better team here.
Well, normally, we go into those games in the past, and especially with who we're missing. And it's very much, we haven't got the ball. We're chasing a lot of shadows. And it's sketchy. You're just looking to get out of it with a draw. Whereas this was the first time, even with all those, even at half-time, where
I think we can go on and win this.
Yeah, I think we messaged during it, and we were like, we're one of the big boys now. We're not just one of the big boys because we're up there. Yeah. We're one of the big boys because we're going to the champions' home, and we're standing toe-to-toe with them.
Well, I think genuinely I can comfortably say we outplayed them in that first half.
But even the commentators who notoriously go after us, were saying a lot of positives about how we were playing. I mean, at one point, Gary Neville? Yeah. Gary Neville even said that we are a very strong physical team that won't give you time on the ball. No one ever talks about Arsenal.
No, we said that here in the house with me and our dad.
Yeah.
There was a corner or something. They said they got this is a big, aggressive, dangerous team.
We've never
and
been that.
They don't give you a second on the ball. And they goes, in my life, I've never heard someone describe Arsenal as that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe during the Petit Vieira.
Even then, it was more flamboyant.
It was flamboyant. So we were never described as a tough physical team.
They
now
were just big, yeah.
We're a tough physical team with world class players, like you said. 3 of the 5 most prolific going forward.
They're now at the club. And that's what I mean. We really need to see this season play out, don't we?
Yeah, 3 of the 5 most picked fantasy football midfielders are in Arsenal now. Yeah. That's crazy. And
that's how you find your best players is in fantasy football, so you got to use it. There was a manager actually recently, the Southampton manager, used to be in France. English guy. He's really good. I keep forgetting his name. And he said, football manager, fantasy football, he said, this is data that you'd be stupid not to use. Yeah. He said, I'm not saying you'd use it as your prime reason.
But they're getting points. They're getting points.
He said it's data to look at.
Yeah.
So, I think after one half, Liverpool had that one, I think. I was actually out of the room with a Z-Baby. But I think Ray gave the ball away or someone in the middle. Yeah, they could have scored.
I think he passed it. It was one of those situations where he had the ball at the back. He's passing it to the sides. He passes it up the middle to, I think, Zubamendi, maybe.
He got caught in it.
He got caught. He got out-muscled, and Van Dijk came through him, basically. Van
Dijk was high.
Yeah, Van Dijk pushed on, took the ball, probably should have shot, and passed it, and we stopped it very quickly. Which, again, the way they tidy up the messes when we do give the ball away in those situations is what also makes me feel very comfortable. Because even in that situation, there was just a sea of Arsenal players there blocking everything. Yeah. Any passes, shots, or anything, they're just a massive red. Or white, I should say, in that scenario. But
and I think overall, the game is so cagey. It's hard to not pick out just that. But we were talking about some of the positives. The other positives, like Calafiori completely shut down Salah. There was a tackle he made in the first half that I thought was brilliant on Salah. And the other one is, I'm not his biggest fan in any way. I don't really like the guy. But if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd love him.
Yeah.
But Van Dijk is maybe the best centre-back of all time.
Oh, yeah.
That game, we'll get to the goal. The free kick that they win is all him.
Yeah.
He gets that ball back in the defence, and he plays a ball that, Modric should be chuffed with.
Yeah.
Just out of his feet, half a yard. He plays a 45, 50 yard ground pass.
Yeah.
Zips it into, I think it's Jones's feet.
Straight up the middle,
Jones completely opens up Rice and Zubamendi, two of the best midfielders in the world, with one pass. And then Zubamendi has to bring him down.
Yeah, well, he nearly gets the ball.
And he also thinks, they just opened us up.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring him down. We're 35 yards from goal. Nothing's going to happen.
He nearly made the tackle. Like, it was close.
And he also knew, like, if I don't, we're 35 yards, we'll defend that. It'll be fine.
And very central as well, which is not somewhere a free kick ideally needs to be.
And so it's just one of those things. But Van Dijk, my God, is he good. Like, it's just one of those, you just go, sometimes you just got to go, my word.
Size, experience, winning, like...
There's a cockiness to him that I hate, but if you're, like, he's got an Henry feel to him, that kind of nodding...
Presence,
aura, the kids would say.
Aura.
But,
locked in.
He's locked in. But the other thing was, in the first half, I think the two major standouts for me was obviously the Raya giving the ball away.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Raya's fault.
No.
The way in which we play is the way in which we play.
Yeah.
And I will not be the one of these who goes, let's boat it. We kick it long a lot.
That's our game plan.
Our game plan is to not play it short. We have to play it short because we've got to be busy.
Yeah, draw them in as well.
Yeah, we've got to draw them in. You keep talking, because the dog is going at it.
Yeah, I think I said it last week. I don't like it when fans resort to, like... I think because there was some times in the last game, the Leeds game, where we'd get the ball higher up the pitch and then play it all the way back and recycle the possession. Mm-hmm. And the fans were really getting on the players' back. And, I mean, I understand the frustration, but at the same time, getting on the players' back if you're there live is not helping the team, because Arteta's the one telling them to do that. He has a game plan. You have to trust the process is a well-used phrase. Yeah. But you do have to, because he's getting results. And so also, if he wants to do that, let him do that.
Yeah, and when they pass it out like that, I think the way people look at it is like, oh, they have to start it at the back, as in, we got to do 1,000 passes. No, literally the only goal is you split your centre backs. Yep. Your goalie puts his foot on the ball, and he goes to the other team. I want your front three to jump. Yeah, and then I want the back for the next three. You're holding midfielder upwards to all jump to that next phase. Yeah, and then what's going to happen is there's going to be a giant hole between your six. Yeah. And our number 9.
It's basically, come at me, bro, so we can go.
So we can knock it over the top. That is literally... The plan isn't to do 1,000 passes. No. The plan is that the only reason they start passing it is to draw you in. Yeah. It's like a trap. Yeah. You go, knock it into his feet and knock it back to me, and then all of a sudden that guy jumps. Yeah. Then that guy jumps. And then when they think they've got you, what will happen is the 6 and the 8s will go, oh, we've got them. Yeah. They'll run forward, and then Raya goes, think. Yep. And all of a sudden we got a 3-on-3. Yeah. That's the point.
Or even like the one...
sometimes you have to lure them in with some dangerous passes.
Or even the one he played. Because
guess what? If you don't do that, do you know what happens? Nothing. Yeah. Because in Premier League football, people don't lose their men. No. And if you don't lure people up, you're all just going to be statically looking at each other.
Yeah, but even the pass he played to... I think it was... I'm pretty sure it was Zubimendi, considering the position it was.
It has to be, yeah.
Even the pass to Zubimendi isn't the wrong pass. He's split them. He's played it down the middle, because obviously he wants Zubimendi to either turn and go, or like play it off to the side, and now we're up. Like, rather than dinking it, go like straight up the middle with a flat pass. Yeah. But the only difference is Van Dijk read it. It wasn't on Raya and it wasn't on Zubimendi. It was on Van Dijk's presence.
Yeah, it's really good, yeah.
He read the play. He read the play and made the play, and that's sport. Yeah. Sport is Van Dijk outdid him in that moment and got it sorted.
And I think in my head, in the first half, the two moments with that, and then that one where we got loose with Martinelli. Yeah. Martinelli gets the ball. I think we win a corner. I think it might not be a corner, but a cross. Martinelli does what he does best. Picks that ball up, wins the ball, and then he starts going. Yeah. And it's 3-on-3. Yeah. And he's going. Gyökeres pulls out left. Yeah. And then Gyökeres perfectly times between the fullback and the centre back. Yeah. He darts in, and all Martinelli has to do is play a 10-yard pass ahead of him. Yeah. And he doesn't. Yeah. And he keeps going wide. And then what happens next is Martinelli, in true Martinelli fashion, he has the ability then, once he doesn't play that, to continue infield. Yeah. Where Odegaard and Madueke are... Not Odegaard, sorry. Madueke and I think it's Moreno. Yeah. Are up with him. Yeah. He could play a ball to them. One more. Then Madueke can knock it back. Yeah. He then shifts out left. Yeah. And he heads out towards the byline. Yeah. He's now running towards the corner flag. Yeah. And then just goes out of play. And you can see Gyökeres is like, I don't know what's just happened here.
Yeah. There's a level of intelligence there that... I'm not saying Martinelli isn't intelligent. I'm saying that his level of intelligence of playing is not what we need in those moments.
Yeah, I think he's got defensive intelligence more so than anything. Also, Madueke had a really nice volley on a corner. Yeah. And I just want to say, in that game, we did 4 outswinging... in the first half, we did 4 outswinging corners. Yeah. That matches the amount of outswinging corners we did in all competitions all of last season.
It's what you missed with Saka on that side.
And if you actually look at it, they needed a left-footed in-swinger.
Yeah.
And when you look at the team, who could have done it? Moreno?
Yep.
Calafiori?
Mm-hmm.
And out push Madueke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I assume they didn't have confidence with Calafiori and Moreno. They need their presence in the box.
Yeah, big lads.
But with Madueke, I guess they assume the delivery isn't good enough. So we'd rather an outswinger with Rice than we would a bad delivery on the inswing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's mad when you look at that and you go, oh my God, Arsenal with lack of left footers.
Yeah.
That feels like we're a left-footing team. Always have been. But yes, 4 outswingers in that first half.
Yeah.
And they came to nothing. After that for the Madueke volley. That's the same amount in the 50-plus games we had last year, total.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're stretched.
Yeah, little things like that if we had... And the fact that, we were only winning corners in which we could do that, basically, is what is also mad. But Madueke was just all over Kirkez. I personally don't rate Kirkez at all. Madueke's 2 best games last season were up against Kirkez at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And up against Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah.
Against Robertson.
Yeah. Now he had a mix of the two.
He had a mixture of the two. And I thought he was unbelievable.
It was a good battle.
And it shows you that if you had someone who was as attacking and as aggressive as Madueke on the other side, there was opportunity. Because Szoboszlai is out of position. He ended up being man of the match.
That's what we should have pushed on with more, was him being out of position. Because I think Martinelli did it, but obviously, like you said, he kept taking it to the byline. He made it easy for Szoboszlai.
He makes it. He's so good defensively.
Yeah.
And this is where the cautious thing does make total sense as far as...
I mean, if we thought about it early enough, seeing that Szoboszlai was obviously where he was and Martinelli was getting no joy, why not switch Madueke and Martinelli's sides?
We see Madueke is so much better on that right.
Yeah, but I mean...
Also, Joe, on the left, do you know what we have on the bench? Trossard and Eze, who play on the left.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking like earlier in the game. Like when you see that, because we all knew it. Like I think we messaged each other saying it, and also the commentators pointed out that they need to take advantage of that right back position of Liverpool. Yeah. If they just switched earlier in the game, even if it's just for a couple plays and then switch back, just for Madueke's wildcard effect on Szoboszlai, he would have had him running all over the place.
When Eze come on later, he did people have even said online, and I'm not scared to admit, when he did that little flick around the corner to Szoboszlai and got beyond him, I audibly gasped.
Yeah, madness.
And it shows you that we've been so vanilla as far as on that left. Like we're used to Saka cutting and shooting, getting crosses, getting goals.
That creativity, though.
On that left, it's almost a workman left.
Yeah.
But the problem with it as well is it's not just Martinelli's fault. We're a right-sided team.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Madueke had the ball a lot more than...
Yeah.
And when Odegaard came on, who had more touches than Martinelli in the whole game? Max Dowman.
Yeah.
In 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He had more touches of that ball.
Yeah.
Because Odegaard was on, and what he wants to do is he wants to turn right, go right, go right.
Find it.
So yeah, I think there was a lot of positive, for both teams really. Szoboszlai, Van Dijk, all these things. For example, people that were kind of having it at Gyökeres for the amount of touches and all these kind of things. He won more ground duels, aerial duels, created more chances, more passes completed, more touches than Etatike.
Yeah.
But no one's talking about him.
No.
And that guy was also £40 million more than Gyökeres.
Yeah.
So, and they've also just gone and bought a player that's £75 million more than Gyökeres. So, I think before we have a little pop at Gyökeres, I know it's just a fun thing to do at the minute.
Yeah.
At the minute, we're learning the thing, and they're having to learn it through gritted teeth because they haven't even got the personnel to do it fully.
No.
Like, Eze's not fully bedded in. Saka's not there. Odegaard, the captain, the kind of guy who drives the whole team, sets the press. All the creativity comes through him.
Yeah. He's
not there right now for this one. Basically, we've missed him for a half a game and then a half a game.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to be fit enough to play.
Seems that way. Yeah.
Saliba being out, it's a rolled ankle. It could be he misses just the game after the international. The international's come at a good time for us, really.
Handy.
Because I know Kai Havertz has just had a surgery.
Yeah.
On his knee. He's going to be out until December, I think. That's a big blow. But it could also be one of the better things ever to happen for Gyökeres is it gives him guaranteed game time.
Yeah. 100%.
He's going to play games.
Yeah,
he's going to score goals and he's going to build that confidence, that fitness.
No, I mean, we got confidence now because we know we're going to see him. Now, there's going to be no changes because that is... Unless he sticks Marino up there at some point.
I mean, we've got Port Vale in the Cup.
Yeah.
There's games coming that... I think Jesus is back on grass training with the team.
Yeah.
That depth is looking really nice.
It's okay.
And with Jesus, we need to get him some game time because I think in a World Cup year, he's going to need more game time than he is at us,
Yeah.
which means he's an asset.
Yeah.
And I think there could be a loan in January with an obligation before July 1st, next season. And I think you could get 40 million plus for Jesus. He's that good.
Yeah.
But we need him to play games.
Yeah.
And Kai Havertz's injury is almost going to allow him to do that until January almost showcase it. And then when he leaves in January, who's back? Havertz.
Yeah.
And we can go back to different styles and different ways of
So
playing.
on a positive, it's kind of come at the good time.
Unless Gyökeres goes down now.
That's always a worry.
Then you got Trossard playing up front every game.
Yeah. Or Moreno holding it up.
Yeah, again, Moreno, I guess we've got lots of depth in that position now.
Yeah.
But again, we don't want to get into that position where we were last year where, our front three last year genuinely at times was Tierney, Guarneri and Moreno.
Yeah.
We're at a world now where we're going, how do we fit Madueke, Eze, Trossard, Martinelli, Jesus, Havertz, Gyökeres, Saka? How do we fit all that in? Max Dowman.
Lovely.
Guarneri.
Yeah.
How do we fit all that in? That's where you want to be. And already we're struggling to field teams in all comps.
Yeah.
Already you can see them, not struggling, but certain positions are getting a little weaker than others. Like left side, we got 9.
Yeah.
On the right, Madueke's him and Dow is either Madueke or it's a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And up front, if Gyökeres gets injured, Moreno's back.
Yeah.
So
it's also the combinations of players that you play in certain games as well, like depending on the game state and like who your opponent is.
There's a couple potential VAR. I think we had 3 VAR checks for penalties for us. I don't think any of them were penalty. I don't think there was any bad decisions or anything. No. The one that most people caught up on is Szoboszlai on the arm. I get it. I've seen it given, but nah. And also, I don't think I could have dealt with the stress of the penalty at the Anfield. I'd rather just lose 1-0 than miss the penalty and lose 1-0.
Especially when it's Gyökeres now taking them probably.
Yeah,
so,
and he scores them. But, I mean,
pressure.
That pressure wouldn't have been great for that guy who they're already digging out for no apparent reason. But, no, I don't think it was a penalty. The Eze one was a bit strange because it feels like he kind of had to have been touched because why didn't he shoot? But I don't think it was.
It's knocked off balance more than anything, I think.
Yeah, eventually Odegaard and Eze come on. And when they came on, my God, did we see a difference. Because there was a 20-minute lull where Liverpool was starting to grow and you could hear the crowd. They weren't doing anything.
No.
Because, now we'll get to the narrative in a moment. They weren't doing anything, but they were the better team for 20 minutes. But I don't know how to explain it. They were better.
Yeah, they were stronger.
Like we were in the first half. We weren't really creating anything, but we were the better team.
Controlling the game.
Now they were. Once Eze and Odegaard came on, all of a sudden, bing, bing, bong.
Yeah.
They were in.
Yeah.
And you were going, oh my God, if this was the whole game.
I wish Eze had shot though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about the penalty. Like, is that a penalty? I don't know. Like, I don't think it is.
But I mean,
don't understand why he didn't shoot.
Yeah, even before there was any kind of contact, there was plenty of time to shoot.
Yeah.
He was so close to the goal.
It was really odd.
He had time.
But and ironically, we brought him in because we're sick of people like Trossard Martinelli not taking that shot, and we went and got the guy who will always take that shot.
Yeah,
he put an Arsenal shot, and he went, "I'm not going to take the shot." But yeah, so at that point, I thought, do you know what? We could go on and win this.
Yeah,
we're coming back into the game, and just as we came back into the game, Van Dijk, great pass.
Yeah,
Szoboszlai steps up, and I remember looking at it, and I went, I said something to Dad when I was watching it. I can't remember what it was, but I thought. I didn't say this, but I was essentially going, he can't really score from this. I wonder if he's crossing it.
Yeah.
And I remember saying, if he crosses it, we need to be careful.
Yeah.
And then he's hit it, and it's gone in off the post. And I've gone, and I just laughed, and I went, well, you can't do anything. Like, that's how I came down to it. It's like, people were saying, oh, this Ray, could he do better? Should we not have a wall? All these conversations.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just hit the ball that well.
It's just a worldie.
Yeah, it's unsavable. No keeper saves it. It doesn't matter where he starts on the goal.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know where it's going. He might have shifted to the other side thinking he was going the other side.
Yeah.
It's just a great hit.
He might do that once, maybe twice in his career.
Well, he's already done it a few times.
But I mean, it's very minimal.
That's what's crazy, yeah. He's just a really good striker of the ball.
Like, unless you're like a Ronaldo or someone, like the amount of times that doesn't go in.
Well, Rice tried one just before that went out at the Anfield, I think. And that's the difference. But it was one of those games. And then at that point, I think we brought in Max Dowman. I thought that was a really strange decision. Good for the 15-year-old to get on at Anfield. I really liked him coming on at Leeds. It made sense.
Yeah.
This one, I was like looking at going, if we're looking for a goal here, why is Guarneri, who's 18 and played a lot of games, who scored last year, got into double figures in all comps?
Yeah.
Why? And I don't know if he was just thinking, Max Damon has a knack for winning penalties.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
And I don't like that because in my head, I don't know. I think there's something going on here as well with Arteta. I might be proved wrong here. I think he's made decisions on certain players' positions and he's not trying to adapt them.
Yeah.
He said to Waneri, you're signing a new deal. I'm not going to put you on the right wing.
Yeah.
You're a number 10.
Yeah.
So if you're coming on at number 10.
Yeah.
You're not coming on for a right wing unless we're massively depleted.
Yeah.
Max Downman's a right winger now.
Yeah.
So he's going, Madueke, I need to make a change. Who's the only right winger I have on the bench?
He's the option.
Max Downman. If instead he had to bring Odegaard on. If he couldn't bring Odegaard on, who would have come in at number 10? Waneri.
Yeah.
And I think Lewis Skelly, even though at Old Trafford he came on as left back,
yeah,
I think his intention is now to make him a number 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think you might start seeing, now we've got, going to butcher his name, Hakapi?
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the understudy to Calafiori.
Yeah.
On the left.
Yeah.
And Timber and Ben White on the other, Saliba, Gabriel, and Mosquera. Mosquera? Yeah, that's his name. And then Lewis Skelly is almost like that next one. And technically Hakapi is that, and then Lewis Skelly is the backup to Calafiori. But I've got a feeling we're going to see Lewis Skelly more in the midfield than we are in defence.
Yeah, they've got their set positions going into this new season, and they're only going to be used as backups in the other positions that they can play if it really gets to it.
Yeah. And we didn't really overly create anything after that. There was the potential handball, the Ezra thing. It wasn't to be.
No.
And I kind of finished the game and went, cagey game. I think we just pipped it on quality.
Yeah.
But it was a very low quality game.
Yeah.
A lot of mistakes from both teams. Very sloppy. But I thought, we pipped it. But I'm not angry at the result because I think a fair result to that game is 100% 0-0.
Oh, yeah.
But if someone was going to win it, it was either going to be a giant mistake or a moment of magic.
Yeah.
It happened to be one moment of magic and it happened to go to Liverpool.
Yeah, it's how it happens.
Did I feel it was only ever going to happen to Liverpool? Yeah. But that's because the Kop sucks that ball in. It's home field advantage. We're also, take away all of this, we're missing very key players.
Yeah.
They were missing their right back. Mm-hmm. There's a difference there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if in 6 months' time they come to the Emirates and they're missing Salah, Wirtz, Van Dijk, Etatike, and Kirkes.
Yeah.
That's what we were missing.
And we're just missing...
And we end up winning with a moment of magic. I'd be one, happy. But two, I'd be a little bit like, why were we struggling?
Yeah.
That's our home.
Yeah.
They're depleted. And that's what just happened in reverse. We were missing their version of Salah.
Yeah.
We were missing their version of Wirtz. We were missing their version of Etatike. Even though he played, I'm imagining as in Havertz is the understudy to Isaac.
Yeah.
If you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Ben White, Kirkes, Robert. You could say Robertson then as far as depth. They're missing Endo as far as Norgard. The depth, you got a couple kids on the bench that you don't know.
Yeah.
If they came into the Emirates without Van Dijk and Salah and Wirtz,
we should get it done.
And let's say Wirtz comes on for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be going, let's go for the kill.
Yeah.
And instead, if people think we were being, this is my thing, is afterwards, once I finished, I thought, bit of moment of magic, cagey game, no team deserved to win. I thought we were a better team, but it's very slight.
Yeah.
But we didn't deserve to win it.
No.
And then I start watching it, I go, oh, I tell you, there was one thing Gary Neville said in commentary, and I just couldn't believe it. They showed the Arsenal fans dejected in the crowd.
Yeah.
And he said, unfortunately for them, in recent years, they've seen all too much of this, losing massive games against the big teams.
Yeah.
We haven't lost to a Big Six team in 3 years.
Yeah.
So no, we haven't got used to that feeling.
Narrative.
I know people are saying, I saw Paul Scholes in the overlap, shout out Simon Miller. He said, but the thing is, you can't name like a stamp win from Arteta. And I went, we beat Man City 5-1 last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Is it?
Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we went to Old Trafford and won this year, and literally 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What else? We beat Chelsea 5-1.
Yeah.
We we haven't lost a North London derby. We essentially won them all.
Yeah.
The last 3 years.
I
was like, what? So what you're saying is we haven't beaten Liverpool.
Yeah. That's all he's saying, yeah.
That's all you can.
That's the only one we struggle with.
There's no statement win as in we've gone to Anfield and won. But when was the last time they came to Emirates and won? And they've won the league. When was the last time Man City came to the Emirates and won? And they've won the league since.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that much. So that part, and then I started listening to it, and they were going, "Oh, they were too cautious. There was only one team trying to win the game." Who's had the more shots in the game? Arsenal. Who had the more XG? Arsenal. Who had the more field tilt? Arsenal.
Most touches in the
The
opponent's
most touches in
box.
the opponent box? Arsenal. And I'm going, yeah, it's minimal.
Yeah.
But
The stats don't lie.
Yeah, it didn't merit that one team was trying to win it and one team was trying to not. Both teams were trying not to lose.
Yeah.
That's the real...
Basically, yeah.
Real analysis. Both teams were trying not to lose.
Yeah.
Both teams had moments. But no one really deserved to win the game.
And then one team had an opportunity at a kill shot and they took it.
They took it. And also one team was missing 3 or 4 key players.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's,
One of which was mid-game or early.
You have to take all the context in to understand that game. Is it frustrating we've lost our first game against a Big Six team in 3 years? Yeah. Is it bad because that's the team that are clearly going the wrong way that now they've spent $500 million?
Yeah.
Probably. But that's football. We didn't go there and get outplayed.
No.
We didn't get smashed 5-0.
I mean, yeah.
We didn't go there full strength and then like if Saka and Odegaard were available and he ended up not playing both of them, he played Moreno. I would have been like, that manager's cautious.
Yeah, yeah.
Guess what? If he had Saka and he had Odegaard, we would have had Odegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli.
Yeah.
And I think we win it.
Yeah.
With Saka and Odegaard in that game, we win that.
100%.
In my opinion. So,
I think
I'm not... The game didn't instantly fill me with like bad emotion. The media started to make me feel that way.
Yeah.
And then I just turned it off and went, that's crazy that you're trying to play that narrative. Because that narrative wasn't that game. Both teams were trying not to lose. That's it.
Yeah.
A bit of magic. Oh, well. Let's move on.
I mean, as far as the season's gone so far, was it 3 games? We've got 6 points from 3 games. That's 2 massive 3 points and then a very, very, very close 1-0 loss away to Liverpool, the champions. Yeah. I mean, going into the international break, I am... If you could have said this at the beginning of the season and explained how this all played out, I would have been like, yeah.
When the fixtures came out, they said to me, you're going to sign Kepa, Norgard, Capi, Mosquera, Eze, Madueke, Gyökeres.
Yeah.
And they said, and Trossard's going to get a bump in pay.
Yeah.
Salah and Saliba and Saka are going to sign new deals, which they pretty much have. Gabriel's going to sign a new deal. Oh, signed Zubimendi.
Yep.
Someone else signed a new deal. Lewis Skelly, Winery are both going to sign long-term deals.
Locked in.
Max Dowman's going to become a feature at 15 because he's that talented for the future. Like, not get 5 minutes like Winery did at 15 and disappear for 2 years.
Yeah. He's playing.
He's 15 and he's playing. He came on at Anfield.
Yeah.
He trusted him there.
Yeah.
He's played 2 Premier League appearances already. He was our best player in pre-season. If someone had said to that when the fixtures come out and then said, and also you're going to get 6 points, and that 6 points is going to come with winning at Old Trafford.
Yep.
Then you're going to smash Leeds 5-0.
Yep.
And your new signings are going to get goals.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go to Liverpool. You're going to be marginally maybe the better team, but it's going to be a bit of a cagey affair. But they're actually going to win. But it's going to be not massively deserved. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
I would have said, give me... Where do I sign and I'll give you my house? Like, I would have been like, what is about to happen?
Yeah.
So fast forward now, we're at the international break. You know, Saliba looks like it's short term. Saka looks like it's short term. Odegaard played minutes. Ben White is short term. Norgard is short term. We're not...
Havertz is the only one.
Havertz is the only one. And we've also, in the transfer window, offloaded, which we'll get to in the second half of the show. We'll finish up on the Liverpool, Arsenal of it all, and then we'll get to the kind of business side of it. But if someone had said that and then offloaded the players we did, not great with fees and things like that. But if anyone just said that this is where we'd be at right now, I'd go, that squad is... I'll say this right now. I think we have the perfect squad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been happier with a squad in my entire life.
Never. No.
Because it just... We need 50 games to go, how did that squad to get on? Because at the minute it's tough because you play the first game, it's Old Trafford, you play badly because it's Old Trafford, and it's the first game, you're not up to fitness, new signings are trying to bed in, some aren't even here yet, like Eze and stuff. But either way, you get the game done. You then get the home game leads and you go, all right, let's just actually see what happens.
Yeah.
But we don't know who's coming in and who's going out. You win 5-0, but then Saka goes down, Odegaard goes down, you think, oh... You didn't know you got to go to Anfield and get through that. And then you got to get through the international. At the back end of that, you got Forest at home, City at home, Newcastle away.
Yeah.
Then you go away again, and then you come back. You got Chelsea, you got Tottenham.
It's all hard.
We always need to get to game 15.
Yeah, deep.
And have played 3 Champions League games, the Carabao.
We need to see it at Christmas.
And go, we need to be October 31st and go, what is this team?
Yeah.
because it's so hard to get any momentum, because every time you think you do, and again, injuries, things like that, you can't account for. But international breaks, awful fixtures. We just got to get through it and then be like, all right, where are we at? Who's fit? Who's available? Now push on. Because it's just really hard. But I just want to say what our squad is right now.
Yeah.
We have our 25-man squad.
Yep.
Okay. Kepa is the backup to Raya.
Yep.
At right back, we have Ben White as the backup to Timber.
Mm-hmm.
On the left, we have, let's say it's for now, Lewis Skelly is the backup to Calafiori.
Yep.
Saliba and his backup is Mosquera.
Yep.
And then Gabriel and his backup is Hakapi, who's
Yep.
described his style as very, very aggressive.
Yeah, Martinez.
And then our holding midfielder is Zubamendi and his backup is Norgard.
Yep.
On the left, our left 8 is Rice and his backup is Moreno.
Mm-hmm.
The right 8/10 is Odegaard and his backup is Waneri, who signed a new deal.
Yeah.
On the right, we have Saka, our best player, and his backup is Madueke. On the left, we have Eze and his backup is Martinelli or Trossard.
Yeah.
And did I mention underneath Madueke and Saka is Max Dowman?
Yeah.
Now at the point of all this, we have Gyökeres, Havertz and Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So basically we have 2 in every position, then we get to the front 3, there's 3 in every position.
Yeah.
And not to mention, on that left, Eze can play left 8, right 8.
Mm-hmm.
And he's left. Martinelli is a left, essentially just a left. Trossard is a left or a centre forward.
Mm-hmm.
On the right, we have Saka, Madueke and Max Dowman, all right wingers.
Yep.
But then up front, we have Gyökeres, Havertz, who can play midfield.
Yep.
And then you've got Jesus, who can play both wings.
Yeah.
So we've got 9 players across the front to do that, but there's a nice mix of 31-year-olds that are on their last deal,
Yeah.
23-year-olds in their prime, 26-year-olds looking for their next move,
Mm-hmm.
and 15-year-olds looking to make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
When you look at that balance of those type of players
Yeah.
and the type of fixtures we're going to have as far as Champions League, Port Vale in the Carabao Cup, hopefully more Carabao Cup games, there's so much opportunity. You can flip that team.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't even have to do, like, the full, like, what I just said, like, Norgard, Moreno, and Waneri is the middle. It can also be Eze, Moreno, and Norgard.
There's a lot of combinations.
Yeah, there's no guaranteed first teamers. You know,
As a manager, I would be chuffed with the work I've done there.
yeah, it's 25 players, which is the actual squad. So that is your squad. That is the squad for the league this year.
Yeah.
That's your 25 players.
Yeah.
And as we move now into the second half, this is the transfer part.
It's not like anything happened in the transfer window.
As far as Arsenal, we offloaded Zinchenko on a loan where they're covering all of his wages.
Yeah. Very
That's
good.
huge news. If we couldn't get a sale, I think he nearly went to Marseille for 20 million, but they didn't want to pay the wages.
Yeah.
And understandably, he didn't want to miss out on wages. Ironically, he's on massive wages, and the only person that would take him was the guy who put him on those massive wages,
Yeah.
as Edu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Edu gave him those gigantic wages we can't offload.
Yeah.
And he went and took them up himself in Forest, which is hilarious. Vieira and Sambi both went to Hamburg, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think Sambi's is a permanent transfer for a modest fee. Some people are saying it's around 6 million.
Yeah.
Carl Hein went for 3 million. Vieira, I believe, is a loan with an option to buy of 20 million euros.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen. And then you've got Nelson, who's gone to Brentford on loan, but they're covering his wages.
Yeah.
But it's no obligation or anything like that. And who was the others that were on the way that had to go out? Was that it? That might be it.
That's what I could think of.
Obviously, Partey, Tierney, Jorginho, Neto, Sterling, all these guys went anyway. So yeah, they all went on deadline day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get the fees, but PSR also comes into wages.
Yeah.
And getting essentially nearly 200 grand in Zinchenko's case
Mad.
off the wages.
Yeah.
For someone who would have been fourth choice left back, essentially.
Big business.
It's big. And there's the thing is, you know, there's a lot of people, like we said, we've gone through our whole lives as Arsenal fans where we were in net positive. No one talked about it. No one cared. They just said, why are you not winning?
Yeah.
We're at the top of the net spend for this summer.
Gone for it.
Like, Liverpool spent way more than us.
Yeah.
But our net spend's higher.
Yeah.
Only by about 10 million.
Yeah.
But they've spent 430 million.
Yeah.
But it's also sold 240 million.
Yeah.
Whereas our outgoings are 10 million.
No.
And we've spent 240 million or something. We have to get better at that sale part. And again, like I've said this before on the podcast, I couldn't care less how much money people spend.
Yeah.
As long as it's within the rules. And we assume it's within the rules if they're not getting fined or anything like that.
Yeah, if you've got the money, use it.
Yeah, I have no issue with like Liverpool spending. Everyone's like, oh, yeah. The only thing I think they have to think is anything other than the treble at this point is a failure, I think.
Yeah. 100%.
You can't... There's too much money in that.
This is them really going for it. Yeah.
And I understand it. And a lot of people are saying it's at the start of the dynasty. And it started last year. They picked up an FA Cup, a Premier League. And the year before that, under Klopp, their last year, they got a Carabao Cup, I believe. Is it the start of a Premier League with the Champions League in there?
Because they should do.
Yeah, and they've cashed in on it.
Yeah.
Some would say we've also cashed in and gone, well, you know, we're better than we've been in 20 years. Should we spend that extra bit of money and just make sure it happens?
Yeah.
And I think we are. I think that's what we've done. I think we spent that bit of extra money because we want to try and get it over the line.
Yeah, it's like two different versions, isn't it? You've got Liverpool who...
have done it.
They've done it. They're at the top of the mountain and they're trying to stay there. Whereas we're doing it from slightly underneath, just kind of climbing the mountain just behind them, and we need to push on just to kind of get ourselves to the top of the mountain to compete. And we've said that for ages. Like, I mean, people have always said it to Arsenal in general. If they just spent money, they could win something. And now we've spent money... People are up in arms about us spending money. You can't win with Arsenal. I know a lot of Arsenal fans complain about this sort of stuff, but it is a real thing. You can't win. There is a narrative, like you said with the commentary and the punditry. Liverpool is their favourite team.
Yeah.
Arsenal is annoying everyone because we're pushing their favourite team.
The one time Liverpool spend money and everyone's talking about Arsenal. And Jamie Carragher said this on the overlap. You ask a Liverpool fan about Liverpool, they'll talk about Arsenal. It's true. Liverpool have finally spent a load of money. Guess what? Liverpool fans instantly get on their high horse and nervous and they get all like defensive and go, because we didn't spend any money last year.
Yeah.
Arsenal, do you know what PSR we did last year? We made 10 million. So we didn't just not spend anything last year. We did.
Yeah.
But we sold well.
Yeah.
So we were 10 million in profit last year.
That is something that's not talked about. Like you said, it's not talked about enough. Is a big team like Arsenal, who's in and around the conversation, has been in a net positive.
And do you know what no one talked about last year? Net positives. They just talked about how much we spent, which was another 100 million. They were another 100 million. They have to win the league.
Yeah, we've sat comfortably in net positive for a long time.
Yeah, before this. So again, under Arteta, I think majority we haven't. But under Wenger, all that goodwill and paying off stadiums and that, our PSR is low because there's no debt.
Yeah.
There's big income. Our wages are modest compared to some of the other big... Our wages are the same as Tottenham.
Yeah.
But they don't touch Liverpool's wages. They don't touch City, Chelsea, Man United, all these wages. And wages are another part of it. Agent fees, they're another part of PSR.
Yeah.
All these things go into how you balance those books. And something that I think mainstream media are going to have to get better at is stop talking about transfers as windows. The summer window, Liverpool spent 430 million and their net spend was 210, let's say.
Yeah.
It's around those marks. I don't know the exact ones. In that window.
Yeah.
That window, and then everyone goes, oh, how's their PSR? Well, the PSR has nothing to do with that window.
Yeah.
The PSR window is July 1st to July 1st. That's why nearly every team in the world are doing a loan with an obligation to buy, because an option to buy puts it after July 1st.
It sets it off.
An obligation puts it below July 1st. There's all these technicalities.
Yeah.
And so, for example, how much we're spending right now, you can only tell us what our net spend is once July 1st comes.
Yeah.
Because that's when this financial year ends.
Yeah.
And I said this on the podcast last week, and I've said it before. And I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. In this PSR window was the signings of Madueke. Hikapi, by the way, wasn't a signing. It was an obligation to buy beyond July 1st next year. So we didn't even spend money on Hikapi yet. He's a 60 million for the next financial year, when we probably will sell a Martinelli or a Saliba or someone bigger. In this one, it's Madueke, it's Eze, it's Gyökeres, it's Hikapi was a loan, Mosquera. I think that's it, because Zubimendi and Kepa and Norgard were all in the other one.
Yeah.
So around 180 million or something.
So close to what Liverpool just paid for one person.
Yes. Yeah, our current PSR for this July 1st to next July 1st, currently our net spend is about 160 million. It's not 270 million.
Yeah.
But guess what? We have January, and, for example, Vieira, that will get done 20 million before July 1st. Zinchenko will probably be sold before July 1st.
Yeah.
Nelson probably be sold.
Yeah.
Also, Jesus is coming back, probably so we can put him in the shop window. And in January, guarantee you he's going to go out on loan to someone, and he's going to be with an obligation to buy before July 1st.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden, you pick up 20 million, 10 million, 15 million, and then Jesus goes for 35, 40 million.
Yeah.
How much is that? And by the way, Kiwior was a loan with obligation. That's coming in soon. That'll be 20 more million.
Yeah.
So to say you do say Jesus for 40 million, there's 110 million.
Yeah.
So July 1st next year, our net spend from this year, where we've gone crazy, right? Would be about 45 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
About 50 million.
And we've really bolstered the squad.
Our net spend in that PSR window will be 50 million.
Yeah.
And we've lowered our wages.
Yeah.
So our PSR will be absolutely fine. And then when you look at last year, everyone goes, well, blah, 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 blah. We bought Norgard, Kepa, and someone else. The third one of that trio, Zubamendi.
Yeah.
And that was for a combined 70 million, 72 million.
Yeah.
That goes all the way back to the July 1st before that, where we didn't buy anyone beyond July 1st.
Yeah.
We only loaned Sterling.
Yeah.
So we spent all that, but in that July window, we also sold Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was Balogun, but it was someone that was a loan with an obligation that came in then.
Yeah.
So when you do that, basically, that window was pretty much a net positive, a net positive of 10 million.
Yeah.
So now, all of a sudden, when you're looking back through the books, people go, oh, yeah, but in that window, you spent 240 million and you didn't sell anyone.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant until July 1st.
People
if
never...
we don't sell anyone by July 1st,
then
we accept we're doing a 200 million net spend.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we can afford to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And no one ever talks about that.
And again, and people say, oh, yeah, but Liverpool are doing the exact same. They're selling loads. Yeah, I'm not bothered by Liverpool spending.
Yeah.
I think they're putting a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
And I also don't like their depth build.
There's not much depth. A lot of their money has gone on singular players.
Harvey Elliott's gone out now. Kwanzaa went. They had to pull Joe Gomez because the Gay deal was falling apart. So therefore you got Gomez, who wants to go play regular football, but he's now left there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mess there.
I mean, compared to our business, the Liverpool business is a risky one. Like, I'd be happy with, like, obviously Wirtz hasn't quite got off the ground running yet, but I'd be chuffed to have Wirtz. I'd be chuffed to have Etikite. I'd be chuffed.
All the players they bought are brilliant.
Yeah, but
I think some of them are like, I think the business for Isaac, 125 million for a player that injured 50% of the time.
Yeah,
and he's what, 26, 25, 26?
Yeah, and he might refuse to play at some point.
But he's good. He's really good.
But I'd be much happier with ours. I am much happier with ours.
Yeah,
in terms of depth, quality,
what did
everything.
we start at the start of this? We literally had this conversation. Would you want Zubamendi, Eze, Madueke and Gyökeres? That all together is still cheaper. Now you can throw in Norgard and... Instead of Norgard and Kepa, we're going to throw in Mosquera.
Yeah.
Mosquera, Madueke, Madueke, Zubamendi, Eze and Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Those 5 players, or do you want Isaac and Wirtz?
I know, I'm happy with ours.
That's what I mean.
I like the depth.
So, in my opinion, that's just really good business.
Yeah.
If you can afford it, which apparently we can. But that's my only issue. I have people were saying, there's this real defence of, but your net spend's bigger. It's none of our real problem.
No.
As long as the club is doing it by the books and it doesn't affect us long term as fans.
It's not for us to worry about.
It's not for us to worry about.
No.
All I worry about is I'm having an opinion that your squad building's average.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, when they win the Champions League and the Premier League, I'll go, you got that wrong. Or I'll go, you got lucky because you didn't get any injuries.
Yeah, no injuries. That's fine.
It'll still just be an opinion. But as far as the way they've spent money, we've never seen Liverpool spend this kind of money. Never seen Arsenal spend this type of money. And by the way, in amongst all this, Man United bought off new front three.
Yeah.
That cost them 230 million, which is pretty much how much we spent on 9 players.
Yeah, no one's really talking about that one.
No, and it's like, so, and they've not got rid of anyone.
No.
They made a little bit of money back. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about their net spend either.
They've also replaced Onana with a keeper that makes almost as many mistakes as Onana by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I saw a video package the other day.
It's bad. Reminds me when we bought Runnison, that's what it feels.
Especially when Emi Martinez is sat at the training ground waiting for a call.
Yeah. I wish I could do that impression of Emery saying the other keeper's name. Bizot. Yeah, so as far as the finances and that, it's whatever. I think eventually mainstream media have to get it, because I saw Match of Day even going, what's the point in PSL when Villa aren't allowed to spend money when they've sold £200 million worth of players in the last 2 years?
Yeah.
It's because if you look at their actual books, 95% of their income of the whole club goes on wages alone.
Yeah.
That means only 5% is left.
Yeah.
If you and I are running a card business and we're making £1,000 a month,
yeah,
and you, me, and Elton Prince are all taking 300 quid each.
Yeah.
And it's £100 each. The business is making £100 a month.
Yeah.
And do you know what people go? Shut the business down.
Yeah.
That's what Villa are doing.
Yeah.
And no one can seem to get their head around it. And people, even on a match of the day, are going, this is awful. Why can't Newcastle and Villa spend this money? Because your balance is wrong. Your books are wrong.
I always find it funny when outside people comment on things like that. Like, why are they allowed to do that, but they're not allowed to do that?
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Yeah, and I think mainstream media has to catch up with
There's
summer windows and net spends. You have to look at the PSI because the only guidelines they're going by, there's no rules to say how much you're allowed to spend in the summer window or January window to any team.
No.
But PSI is the rules.
Yeah.
That's the rules that every club has to abide by.
Yeah.
And that runs from July 1st to July 1st.
Yeah.
And it also is a rolling 3 years.
Yeah.
So there's even more to look at. You have to go back 3 years because sometimes you can spend a load of money. Because guess what? Do you know what we're going to do next year? We're going to buy Hikapi full price. Probably that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fine. Like, I'm good.
There's no reason to buy anyone. There might be an Ajax forward that's 27 million. That's a future person, but you end up also selling Havertz and Martinelli.
Yeah.
And next year everyone goes, oh, their net spend was like plus 25.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. But because we've done our big year.
Yeah.
And they've done it because the market was right. The market was liquid this year.
Yeah.
And they saw an opportunity to go, City are struggling. And by the way, City spent 200 million in January.
Yeah.
And they carried on spending into the summer. And they're struggling.
They're really struggling, yeah.
All these teams are struggling. So it's not just Arsenal. It's not anyone. Liverpool started with 9 points out of 9. They've just spent 125 million on a new forward on top of the 91 million one they've already bought.
Yeah.
They've got 110 million pound attacking midfielders going to set them up.
Yeah.
They already have the most expensive keeper and centre back in British history. They've replaced their fullbacks with even more attacking fullbacks.
Yeah.
The world is their oyster. And like I said, other than a treble, I'd say a double, Champions League and Premier League, it's a failure to spend that much on that many players.
Yeah, even if you spend that much and then you just go and win the Premier League again, I mean, you did that season before.
Yeah.
You've added all this, something else has to come with it.
So I think it just adds pressure to them. Apparently only adds pressure to us at the minute.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Chelsea, City and Man United, the ones that have spent just the same.
Yeah.
No pressure for them.
No.
I expect Man United to win the league this year.
Oh, well, yeah.
They have to.
I welcome the pressure, though.
Yeah, I do.
I'm okay with it.
I'm going to be honest. I keep saying this about Liverpool. I think just because I want them to feel the pressure. But Isaac is a signing. That happened at the end. Gay got done like last second. He was at the facility.
Yeah.
The medical's done.
Yeah.
Now he has to go back. Apparently Glasner literally just turned up to the boardroom and just said, if he leaves tonight, I also leave tonight.
Oh, really?
That's what ended it. That's why they said we're going to have to pull him.
Wow.
Because they can't afford to lose their manager. And a world-class manager. By the way, if Arteta doesn't win anything this year, I don't think he gets sacked. I think he walks away because I think he goes, I've proven I can take them to the precipice, but I cannot get them over the mountain.
Yeah, someone else has got to do that.
Someone else is, and I can see it right now. It's young Wenger. It's Glasner.
Yeah.
He looks like young Wenger. He acts like young Wenger. This is a guy he won the Europa Cup with Frankfurt. He then came to Palace and within a year won them 2 trophies.
A very solid team now.
He's also they're unbeaten in the league in 13 games.
Yeah.
They beat the likes of Liverpool twice in that run. City, Chelsea.
Yeah.
They beat Villa 3-0 at Villa Park the other night.
Yeah.
Having lost Eza.
Crazy.
He's just clearly a very good manager, and I could see him as a successor to Arteta.
Yeah.
If he stays the whole season at Palace.
Yeah.
I think by the sounds of it, because they've kept Gay, he's probably going to see it out unless he goes on a losing streak. But I can't see him doing bad enough that he's not. So I genuinely think there's a sliding doors moment here that if Arteta underperforms this year, Glasner is our manager this time next year.
Timing wise,
there's a chance that he leaves Palace on purpose early. He might then wait till next summer.
Yeah.
There's a chance that Arteta goes and wins a big one and he gets a 5-year deal. And he never becomes our manager.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a sliding doors moment next summer that...
Big time.
And I just see something in Glasner. I don't know if it's just because he looks like Wenger.
No, he's
a world-class manager in the way in which he plays. And it just feels like an Arsenal manager. But he's the only person out there that I would right now go, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else.
I like Arteta. I'm an Arteta in guy. I don't see any reason. He's taken us from the doldrums. Success isn't just, and I don't want to sound like Jerry Jones and Duck. Success isn't just the Super Bowl. Success is winning a lot of your matches and getting a feeling back.
Yeah.
And he wins a lot of matches and he's got the feeling back.
Transformed the team, the whole club.
Yeah. I'm fairly happy. And the other one I wanted to say, as well as our business, is we haven't seen Berta 3 years in.
No.
Or 2 years in.
No.
I'm not saying he's going to buy players like this every year, but he's proven with the renewals and the signings, he can get business done.
He's aggressive.
What we need to now see is, what he can't do is get someone like Zinchenko out of the club, because Zinchenko has a certain amount of time left on his deal. The old director of football, Edu, gave him way too much money. And it's very hard to offload a player like that.
Yeah.
He's undoing business that someone else made.
Yeah.
What will truly know how good Berta is once the rotation goes and he gets to the next couple of windows where he's now trying to move on players that he had a say in re-signing, signing, totally, or anything like that. So he's got rid of a lot of players so far on loans and stuff that he didn't do the business. So he's looking at it going, oh my God, how am I supposed to sell a guy on 200 grand a week who isn't playing?
Yeah.
It's impossible. Yeah. Whereas in 2 years' time, if he goes, how do I sell Eza?
Yeah.
How do I sell Ethan Waneri on that new deal that I gave him? Yeah. How do I sell Max Dowman on that new deal I gave him? How do I sell Saliba on that new deal I gave him? If he's struggling then it's a him thing.
Yeah.
He couldn't sell.
He went too hard.
But we haven't had, since David Dean, a world-class director of football that can actually sell.
Yeah.
And you can only sell well when you're selling the players you're aware of.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy for him to come in and go, we should sell Saka for 200 million. I'm sure there's suitors.
Yeah.
And he could go, look how well we are at selling.
Yeah.
Like, he could sell any of our starting 11 and break our record ever. Because our biggest record is Oxlade-Chamberlain at 35 million.
Mad.
But I can tell you right now, my prediction is in the next 2 years, Berta will sell someone for at least double that.
Yeah. Big sale.
He'll double that.
Yeah.
And I think he'll double that 2 or 3 times. So the business will get better. And like I said, it's hard to... We've got a new director of football. I mean, this time last year, Edu did nothing and then signed Sterling on loan.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, Sterling right now has ended up staying at Chelsea. He's not registered.
Wild. That is wild.
He's just going to play because he said, I need to live in London for my family. And all the London teams won't play the wages.
How old is he?
30.
Still only 30.
Yeah, he was 30, 29, going on 30 when he came to us.
Wow.
So, it's just one of those things. Like, for example, Amari Hutchinson is now at Forest for 35 million from Ipswich.
Yeah.
He went from Arsenal for $1 million. Edu, by the way, sold him for $1 million.
Yeah. $1 million.
To Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea played him one game and went, oh my God, what have we done? Loaned him to, I think it was Ipswich. Yeah. They then bought him for 20 million, I think, 21 million. We got a kickback on that a little bit.
Yeah.
He then played for Ipswich. Didn't set the world alight at all.
No.
Got relegated. And then Forest went, 40 million, we'll have him. And do you know who bought him back? Edu. For a 39 million pound loss. But why is that guy 40 million where Nelson, who's proven, we can't get 15 million for? Kivior, that is going to be an obligation to buy by Porto next year, 20 million euro.
Yeah.
About 17 million pounds.
Mad.
That guy was unbelievable for the Champions League. He's played Premier League appearances. How's that guy not? How are we not able? For example, West Ham just hide. The whole reason this Gay deal broke down was because Gay, is it Pino, was going from Brighton to Palace to replace Gay. He then got sidetracked by West Ham. West Ham stole the deal. And they spent, I think it was 30 million on him.
Yeah.
Kivior is 20 times the player that guy is. Yeah. He already lives in London. I'm sure he'd rather have stayed in London.
Yeah.
And you could have got him for that. He's a £40 million player, minimum.
Yeah.
But Konza, 40 million.
Yeah.
It honestly baffles me. That's the stuff I can't understand why even Berta can't. Because that can't be a wage thing.
No. They're definitely not on big wages.
Why can't he go and find a team? Like, Leverkusen got Kwanzaa. Why were we not in earlier to go to Leverkusen? We got a guy.
Yeah, we've always said there's a shade on Arsenal players. Like, no matter how good these players are, they're never given the credit of like random other players that have some sort of hype behind them. I don't know if the narrative of Arsenal is to blame for that as well.
Yeah. Because
no one bigs up these players when they're playing such a they're playing such a big part in a big team in a big part of the season. Like a team that's pushed for the championship a few seasons in a row now. Yeah. Come in, stepped up, done their job. I don't know if the narrative is just it just takes the hype away from everything. Because the minute you put hype on, like...
Ekitike.
Yeah.
He had less goals than Eddie Nketiah had in his last year at Arsenal.
Yeah.
At the same age. One was 91 million, one was 20 million to Palace.
Yeah. There's just a shade.
And usually people go, yeah, but when it's an English player, it's always more. All right.
Yeah.
Here's an English player that keeps scoring hat-tricks in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And scoring 13 goals, 12 goals in all comps.
Yeah.
Off the bench.
Yeah.
He's English, he's 22.
Yeah.
He's the biggest under-21 goal scorer in English history after Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
We'll have him for 20 million. All right. Ed is one from France, under 21. He can't score more than 11 goals in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I've heard he's good though.
91 mil. Go on, now we'll have it. We'll have that flat fee. I don't understand it. And again, that is an us issue, not anyone else's problem. But I'll never understand it. But it's been the wildest transfer window. I mean, between Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Tottenham, like the traditional big six.
Yeah.
I think they've spent just that group. It's got to be over $1 billion.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Because that's in Liverpool. I put it at, 700 million?
Yeah.
City, I think, technically, if you include January, it puts that at like $1 billion.
Yeah.
But I think, it's got to be over $1 billion.
Yeah.
It's definitely over $1 billion.
And they've now got the goalkeeper that kept us from winning the Champions League.
Yeah, very true. But it's such a weird transfer window. Like, people buying players to replace players they've already bought in the transfer window.
Yeah.
Like, Liverpool bought Isaac to replace Etitike already, who's been unbelievable for them.
Yeah.
Trafford got signed and removed from Burnley, who really needed him, to then just be replaced and probably end up on loan at Burnley in January.
It all feels like bad business. It all feels like when a kid plays FIFA.
Yeah, it's like everyone started panicking.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. But time will tell. I think the transfer window has been a lot of fun. I'm glad it's over. I'm actually weirdly glad it's an international break. As much as I want football on.
I want to breathe for a second.
As far as an Arsenal, I almost need this, NFL's back. Let me just watch the NFL. Let me get my barbels.
Yeah.
And let's just hope around Wednesday next week when we're recording, we start talking about Arsenal versus Forest.
Get back in.
And I go, everyone's fit.
Midday Saturday game. Let's go.
Is that what it is? My word.
We're back in early. First game.
I've got a feeling we're wrestling on that Sunday as well. September 21st, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Is that then?
No, it's the weekend after, I think we're wrestling.
2 weekends.
Yeah.
What, the City week?
Potentially.
Oh, we'll look into that. Anyway, you saw that on there. Anyway, we'll be back next week, guys. Follow us on TikTok, anywhere you get anything, really. Gunners Are Us Pod. Look up it all, the Peppercorn sports cards on whatnot. Check that link if you want £10 underneath this video. Use TBAwrestling.
Do it, it's worth
on
it.
SeatGeek. And check out YouTube TBAwrestling. I think there's a Peppercorn sports cards YouTube now. We do daily unpackings. Go check it all out. It'll all be linked underneath this. And while you're down there, do a 5-star review if you haven't already. And download all the episodes.
Heck yeah.
And we'll see you, hopefully, for a Miller Monday. Miller Monday's not supposed to be on international break. So technically he's not on next week. But he wasn't on this week.
No, busy boy.
He's been despondent.
Yeah.
So we'll find out where Miller Mondays is. And you might have a Miller Mondays on a Friday. Who knows?
Maybe he just turns up for wins.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does. But we'll be back next week. Until then, enjoy the interlull.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.